Hey guys, what is going on? It is Hazy and I am back again with another budget affordable guitar review, and this one is a doozy. This is kind of the guitar that started my trek on the affordable budget guitars that you could actually modify, fix up, or play as they are. And this one, if you see the burnt orange guitar, the sunburst one in the corner hanging on the wall, I bought that. That's an R.W. Jameson guitar. I bought that probably in 2015, 2016, and loved that guitar. I did not love the pickup system in it because it only at the time had a 2-band EQ. Well, cut to a few years later, the R.W. Jamesons disappeared, and luckily, Mix Wholesale, Ashthorpe guitars, if you know I'm a big fan of them, Mix Wholesale bought them as well as Davison guitars, and they now have the R.W. Jamesons as they were, but actually improved, because now instead of just a cheap 2-band volume and tone electronics that they had on there before that sounded really crappy through an amp, they have the same electronics that they have on the Ashthorpe, which is a 4-band EQ, and it sounds really good through a system. I play it through a Bose unit, but we're going to listen to it in a little while here. You just heard it acoustic, just playing straight in, no effects whatsoever. I was just playing into the condenser mic. So you already hear how it sounds. Sounds great. Very thin line acoustic, as you can see. The unique thing about this, the top is spruce, which is going to give it some nice resonance. It's got a maple neck with a rosewood fingerboard. At least that's the specs on it before. It's got die-cast tuners on there, and the tuners are probably the only thing that you want to replace on this thing. They're a little on the cheap side. But like I said, it's now got a 4-band EQ, so you've got your bass, your mids, your treble, your presence, your volume control, and then there's a battery check button on there as well. But it's a good electronic system, and it sounds good through an amp. And like I said, you'll see in just a second. The very cool thing is these used to run 99 bucks, which was a bargain at the time. Since Mix Wholesale bought them, they've got them on their site right now for $59.99. And I went ahead and bought two. I got the blue one and the red one. Probably the least coolest colors out of what they have. They've got a really cool matte black one and a really cool orange type. It almost looks like a faux paint type thing, but it's really neat. It's kind of gives you that Santa Fe, Arizona feel. But it's real cool. Check out the other colors, and then you've got a natural that you can get as well. So I got the blue and the red one the other day. They came, I tuned them up, and besides going out of tune a little bit, they're great guitars. They give a lot of sound out for being so thin, and they're full size, but they're thin line. And like I said before, for a bigger guy like me, it's actually nice to have the thin lines. So I really dig it. Let's see, any specs that I missed. Nato wood is what the guitar is made of, aside from the spruce top. Supposedly it resembles mahogany, and it's a cheaper alternative. So on the back and the sides, I think you're looking at that Nato. It's spelled N-A-T-O. But you got a spruce top. You got a maple neck, rosewood fingerboard. And like I said, the price point on this is nuts at $59.99 compared to what it used to be for $100, because they upgraded the electronics on it, and they still cut the cost 40 bucks on what it was. So it comes with a strap. It comes with a gig bag, which is more of a garment bag type material, but at least you can use it to carry around. It doesn't have much protection. It's not too padded. But it comes with a strap, strings, picks, gig bag, and all that stuff. The colors are red, blue, black, brown, which is that burnt orange one that I was talking about, and natural. So we're going to get into it, and you're going to hear it through an amp now. and let me know what you guys think. I really love the sound of this guitar, and it's definitely the cheapest, good sounding budget guitar around. You deal with anything that you're paying any less for, it's gonna be crap. This is actually a nice quality instrument. And $59.99, that price I don't think is gonna last. So here's what it sounds like through an amp. We'll get started. Okay guys, we got it set up through the amp now. I'm gonna show you the settings that I have it on. Right there. I got the treble back a little bit. I got the bass up a little bit. I think it sounds a little better like that. But here's what it sounds like through the amp, and I'll switch it to the other guitar in a second, just for a little quality control. Also, this is no effects whatsoever. This is just straight into an amp. Okay guys, now just for some quality control, we're going to, once again, I've got the effect set with the bass way up and the rest of the stuff down. It just sounds, a little more solid that way. So I'm going to play it for a second dry, and these are totally dry. No effects have been added yet. Okay, now let's throw some effects on there because that's what you're going to do with an amp anyway. So, alright, now we got the effects, got some compression on there, which makes this thing sound a whole lot sweeter. I'm going to turn this audio mic off and play just for a second. I'm going to play with just some compression and some delay, and I'm going to add some chorus in just a second. right, now we're gonna add just a little bit of chorus. Alright guys, and just so you can hear how it sounds on the solo stuff, we're going to 80s it up a little bit. It's a little sacrilegious to mix this with the Zeppelin earlier. But anyway, here it goes. The looper, what I'm playing through the looper is completely dry, no effects. The solo stuff is going to have effects on it. Hey guys, so what did you think? I think for $59.99, you cannot get a better, more affordable guitar than this. You just can't. Acoustic electric guitar to boot. This thing sounds awesome dry, without even plugging it in. So thinking about Christmas, I think it's a great time. That's why I got two of them. But let me know what you guys think. As always, I really appreciate all the questions and comments. Thanks so much for tuning in. Once again, you can get this one on mixwholesale.com. I'm going to put the link and the specs below. And please, above all, keep playing.
Big toe. Mojo.